Good morning everybody. We're out at the Peak District. This is the start of Jacob's Ladder just up here. So down here obviously we have Lassie splashing and swimming. Can't avoid a little bit of water there. So we're heading up in that direction up there. We'll probably do more recording as we head on up. I'm with a friend who I've camped with a couple of times before and his son. So I think it's going to be a bit of a Hilleberg Akto trip today. Alright, the pack's quite heavy because I've brought the Paul Messner and Patrick Dickinson style of cooking with your frying pan and eggs and well, actually no eggs, bacon and sausages and Christ knows what else. So it's quite a heavy pack today, so I'm knackered already. I mean, we haven't even started going up yet. Okay, well we've just come to the top of Jacob's Ladder, which you can see just over there, and Lassie of course has decided to do a little bit of rearranging of the Peak District flora and fauna here. It is a Saturday, probably a bit quieter during the week, but there's quite a few people coming along the path just down there, which you might not be able to see, but there seem to be several ways coming down. You can probably come down this one here. I'm not quite sure what those rocks are up there at the moment, but you can probably come down that way. There do seem to be several ways of getting down. You may just have to be careful with fencing, which we remember all too well, and and the such, at the bottom. But we have reached the top of Jacob's Ladder. We're going to go a little bit further up here and we'll kind of see where it takes us, really. And of course there's quite a few other people and dogs up here. Lassie, come here. Okay, well we're up at Swine's Back, and it's, as you can see, very, very windy up here, but over there you might not be able to see it. You might not be able to see it too clearly, but just over there is Manchester. Sheffield is kind of in that direction over there. But this is pretty much the top of Kinder Scout. This is as kind of high as it goes, and then you've got the plateau, all the way around here. Okay, well this is the top of no stool here, so you can't sit on no stool because it's no stool, and that's it. So this is the head of the river No, which obviously heads down in that general direction through there. So we're going to head over and follow this path here and just see where it goes. I nearly for 1 minute thought I'd lost the transmitter to this DJI microphone because it wasn't in my pack, in my pouch. But then I suddenly realised I was actually wearing it. So disaster averted, thankfully. Okay. Alright, well we're gonna just carry on walking a little bit and just kind of see where we go. I'll just show you no stool over there. Oh. So there you can see a bit of a silhouette of no stall. There's a few people. It's quite busy. This is not my, it's a Saturday of course, so it's bound to be a lot busier because it's a Saturday. I'm not used to having so many people around. Most unusual for me, but it's a change, something a little bit different. Alright, I'm going to be talking to myself, so if you hear my voice, it's just me recording, okay? What you say, Tony? Alright, well when you get into camp, one of the first things you want to do is to get your shoes off, because I had dry feet literally until the last minute, and of course it just so happened I got water, and on the way back from getting water my feet ended up in a big pool down there. So we're in camp now. We can take these soggy socks off and put them, they can go out there. We haven't really set anything up in here. We've done a lot of walking. It's been we've done a lot of walking, but we kind of came back to this camp spot because we kind of struggled to find somewhere, so we ended up coming back to this point here. Now I think the first thing I'm going to do is make a cup of tea. So I brought the Jetboil with me on this occasion, so I'm going to set that up, and once I've got tea going, I'm then going to get dinner on, because we can't have Paul Messner and Patrick Dickinson hogging the limelight when it comes to cooking. So we've brought some sausages with us, and we brought a steak with us, which we're going to have tomorrow. The steak should last until tomorrow, I would imagine, and some bacon, which we'll have with the sausages today. I've got a pepper, we'll have half of that today, and then in Lass's pack, Lassie carried an onion. We've got some bread rolls, which hopefully will stay fresh for tomorrow, and I brought some spinach. So we've got quite a lot to be getting on with there. So what we're going to do for now is get this Jetboil set up and get the old kettle on first. I've got to find my, oh, very helpful, find my cup. Luckily, it's still quite mild. So even though I haven't got socks on, it's not cold. Okay, well, we've got our tea made. Yes, we're going to cut this pepper up so we can have half today and half tomorrow. Is going to part boil them. So that's the peppers in. We get this little attachment here. Open up these little legs here. Pop it on the Jetboil there like that. So we've just added a little spinach. Alright, in order to turn the sausages, what I have to do is just take the spinach off the top. And then put the spinach back on the top again. Okay, what we're just going to do here is just get some of these onions out here. Just get them on the plate. Just get these sausages ticking over a bit more. That one there. That one's even done. I think what we'll do is we'll rescue one more sausage and we'll eat that sausage. Take them out as they cook. some small pieces for Lassie. Very unceremonious. Even a bit of spinach on that one. There you go. And if you haven't got anything to wipe your hands on, you've always got a sock, don't forget. Best way to clean your frying pan, let your dog lick it. And all I've got to do now is just give it a little wipe out. Okay, so you want to know how to clean your pans. Put some water in. After your dog's licked it, boil up the water. Just give it a slish around there. Put said boiling water in your plate that your dog also licked. Get a bit of tissue, and you now have one clean frying pan, which your dog hasn't licked. Slish it around your plate, just tip the water out there, and one clean-ish plate. Certainly more than good enough for out here. And if you want to know how you clean your plates, that's how you do it. And if you want to know how you wipe your fingers, I did use a tiny bit of washing up liquid, which I have in this little bottle here. I put literally just 2 or 3 drops in. Okay, so we're camped kind of over that way a little bit, and we've come to collect some water, but I just wanted to have, you know, a super quick look whilst the weather was reasonable at these rocks over here, because they look quite pretty, and you don't know what the weather will be like tomorrow. So I'm doing a recording using the DJI microphone and an external. So basically I'm doing the recording as a external audio on the DJI microphone, and then obviously we're vlogging, as it were, with the DJI, with the Insta360 X3, and then we're going to go back and get some water, and then we're going to cook some dinner. I must be starting to feel quite peckish. We're just coming up to these rocks here. Okay, well, it's early evening. It's about 20 to 7 though, so time has ticked by. There's still a tiny bit of light left. So I've got the Akto set up here, and we've had something to eat. We were able to eat in the porch. It was dry, thankfully. Chris's son Tommy has his Sulu fitted in that space there, and Chris has got his Scarp 1 here, and they're just sort of using one tent just to do a bit of cooking in here. So just very briefly, if I could get my little legs down.
That Mr. Hobbs is completing in his Acto.
What have you got cooking here? What will you be having?
Mere humble water.
Okay, and what will be going in the peaty water soon?
We may use one of these Decathlon, some kind of bolognese mince and potatoes.
Right, okay.
But it before it's reasonable.
So basically boil in the bag type of thing, is it?
No, it's add water.
Right, yeah. Oh, sorry, yeah. So you boil the water and then add water into that. So have you got one each?
Yeah, Tommy's left. We was going to ask you to, because we've got no shoes on.
Right.
Pop over to his tent. And
right.
grab his, I think he's in a green X-Ped dry bag.
Right, okay.
Like that, green.
Right.
Are they in the bag still, Tom, or are they loose?
Okay.
Yeah, if you could grab that, that'd be
So it's in a green bag, is it? Okay. All right.
Down on the left when you open